Hey everyone, Wander here, and welcome to Hell Is Us, which is it's a new Souls-like that a lot of people have been talking about recently, where I don't think the enemies respawn, and it's very much about getting lost, which, I mean, true to my name, I love getting lost in video games, and so that sounds really exciting to me. Also like the fact that the main menu is just a big topographical map. Anyway, it is out technically already in one of those like the Steam early, advanced access, but it's out on the 4th, so tomorrow. So if you do want to pick it up and play it yourselves, just follow the link in the description below. Let's dive in and see how this goes. Oh, sick. Combat difficulty. I am tired. I'm going to play on lenient. Ideal setting for players who enjoy the game's investigation and desire less challenge. Yeah, I'm a lazy bones, man. Like, I've just come to the conclusion I don't enjoy hard games anymore. Hard intellectually or strategically or like build wise, yeah. Action and reflex, no, man. I'll leave the super hard stuff for the people that want to try hard. Me, I'm here to have fun. And if it's too easy, then I just turn the difficulty of it. That's nice.
It's a true serum. It's still experimental, hence the polygraph. I would have tortured you, but my employers insist I use their concoction. Now, let's begin. How did you get into Hadia?
The yellow brick road.
Well, apparently, needs more time. While it's going through your system, I'm curious about something. Why did you do it?
Anyone in my shoes would have done the same.
I think you overestimate human beings. I don't think you realize the time, money, and resources that went into this operation. You pissed off the wrong people. But I'm getting ahead of myself.
Is he human?
You were smuggled out of Hadia at age 5, grew up in the foster care system, and dabbled in criminal activities. You managed to pull yourself together and become a decorated soldier. After decades of trying to get back into Hadia, well, you decided to take matters into your own hands. It seems we are ready. How did you get into Hadia?
I asked for a transfer to the UN peacekeepers, who had deployed inside Hadia. It backfired. When the paperwork cleared, Hadia's civil war was in full swing and the peacekeepers pulled out. I reported to my new unit, stole some gear, and crossed the mountains.
Why come back?
Fuck. My parents. I wanted to find them. I needed to confront them.
How did you know your parents were still in Hadia?
I didn't. My only memory was that my father was the blacksmith of a village of Jova.
Getting into Hadia is just as hard as leaving. Tell me, who smuggled you out?
My mother.
What happened?
She sat me down in the back of a truck, gave me a necklace, and shut the door.
She didn't say anything?
She told me, never come back.
Well, I will admit, as somebody who does not watch any kind of pre-release things, oh right, I gotta turn on VSync. As somebody that doesn't watch any pre-release stuff, this is not what I expected in the slightest. Most Souls-likes kind of throw you in without any, like, any real information. Huh. I don't think I really want any of that stuff. I just always take a look now, just to see what the options are. Because it feels like graphic settings have been scaling wildly out of control recently in terms of, like, frame smoothing and all that extra jazz. And it's like, let me just play the game as normal. I feel like an old man with this, but like, for me, anti-aliasing was the big confusing thing. That I still haven't fully understand all the different modes of anti-aliasing. Hello. Gather, observe. Oh, there we go. Unknown language. Toggle plain text. Gold medallion. Ooh. That's neat looking. Oh, it's like a bunch of monks around something weird. From a distance, it looked strange and melty, but yeah, that makes more sense. So a large gold cast medallion with 8 figures and a sphere embossed on one side. Classified entry, access denied. And that definitely doesn't look like standard human across the board. But yeah, I wasn't expecting to have like a bespoke character. Usually in these you make your own and you're just kind of some schmuck. Here you're a little bit more specific. And in kind of, I mean, with ON and the look of that weird guy, I mean, Truth Serum and whatnot, it's probably alt universe Earth. Like even the ON symbol, it had like a planet on it, and it did not look Earth-like, or at least not any continent that we'd have. I like that. I really enjoy adjacent Earth. Or Earth-adjacent stories, just because it's like, you can do so much with it. You can do anything you want. And no one's going to be like, hey, is that a perfect recreation of the suburbs outside of Boston? I'm looking at you, Fallout 4, manual save. And so, like, you don't have to worry about any of that jazz. Realism or anything like that. And that, okay, that's cool looking. Do we have anything else here? We've got that basement, but I wanted to check out the rest of this area, just in case there's anything here. Because we've already found one secret kind of off to the side. It's a cow. Can I interact with it? No. Huh. Not used to the standard polka dot cows just having big horns like that. I don't think. I don't know. I'm not a cow expert. I would say I've dabbled in cow tools, but that's it. Let's see. Okay, is there anything here? Is it just kind of a wreck of a house? Nothing more. Okay. I always got to double check. See if there's anything cool. Hi. Conversations can be started with many characters you encounter. Topics can be chosen based on datum, which represent specific pieces of information you've encountered. Conversing with characters may reveal additional datum. Oh, that's interesting. It's very Final Fantasy II. Topics that are relevant to your main objective are listed on the left side of the screen. And there are optional topics that reveal more on the situation, culture, or history of Hadia.
You must be lost to wander around Sinedra Forest. I'm afraid I have very little to offer. You're welcome to stay and catch your breath. Frankly, I could use the company.
Who are you?
The name's Ernest Cadell. My family has tilled the earth here for generations. When the Sabinian army dug in for the winter, they used our home as their headquarters. I wasn't here at the time, but my sons were. When I finally came back, the Sabinians were long gone. They left my sons' bodies in the forest. My only solace is knowing that my fourth son might still be alive. I I hope he finds his way home. If he's out there somewhere.
Huh. Yeah, so this whole thing, I mean, is going to just be a practice in world building, which I kind of like.
President Yanko, no matter how you feel about the bastard, he held everything together. His grandiose vision of unification kept a fragile peace together. That and his excessive brutality. He was the one that turned Hadia into a prison. No one was allowed out or in, keeping old grudges bobbling on the pot's rim, just waiting to boil over. When President Yanko blew his head off, the hand holding the lid was gone. War was inevitable. I managed to survive 2 years of this damn war. No parent should have to bury a child, let alone 3. I'm left to endure this torment. That's what we do. We carry on, no matter what. Despite all of it, I know we Palamists will win this war. We have Setharis on our side. The Sabs only pretend to worship him, which will be their undoing. Trust me. I don't know much about them. All I know is that the peacekeepers came here to calm things down. The first and only time I saw them was when they were leaving the country. I was walking on the side of the road when a convoy of white trucks rolled by. I noticed one of the soldiers. He was the only one smiling. He looked like Arlo, one of my boys. He waved at me. Oddly, I found myself waving back. I think it was a lost cause to try and quell ancient hatreds. Sabs and Palamists have long memories. I think of that soldier from time to time. I hope he made it out of Hadia. I grew up hating Sabs, without question. My pap and my dad hated them. That was enough reason for me. Now, I damn well know why I despise the bastards. I'd be at the front if I were any younger. I'd show the Sabs as much mercy as they did my boys. I've always seen we Palamists as creatures of habit. Like most of us, I hold my God and traditions close to my heart. We are humble and modest and tend to help our neighbors, so long as they're Palamists. We love gatherings, especially during the week of peace.
Do you know where the village of Jova is located?
A group of strange...
Do you know where the village of Jova is located?
A group of strange...
Do you know where the village of Jova is located?
It's in Akasa Marshes. It's quite a ways from here. I'm afraid you're going to need a vehicle. Unfortunately, I have none. A group of strange-looking soldiers arrived here last night in an APC. Perhaps you can ask them for help. It's not the first time I've seen them. They always seem to be snooping around here for something.
Where can I find the APC?
They parked their APC just beyond the woods, to the north. Once in the woods, follow the wind chimes. They will lead the way through. I hung them in the trees so my sons would stop getting lost when they were children. Setharis, bless their souls. The gate to enter the woods is locked. Here, take this key to unlock it.
Key to Cadell Farm. Well, that's everything I can get out of him. So we can also trade with him, maybe. You can travel between areas with a vehicle. No relevant items. Interesting. There's one of the suns. Only one? We've got this here, too.
Hey, Gus, Arlo, Otis, please pick up. It's Atticus. I've been trying to call for days now. Phone lines keep going down, so I don't know when I'll be able to call you back, but I'll keep trying. Hey, don't go killing Sabs without me. See you soon.
So this is the fourth sun. Interesting. Yeah, I'm finding this actually super compelling. One issue that I have with a lot of Souls-likes is they all just want to be Dark Souls. Oh, that's a sad cow. The other cow's fine. The other one, not so much, though. Oh, I do have a sprint. I click on the left stick. I don't know why I didn't try that earlier, but still. And, like, I'm not actually fully sure if this is even really going to be a Souls-like. I've just heard people say it is. Unsure of how to proceed in your main objective. Datapad, investigation tab. Ooh, okay. So it's getting a little bit of that Outer Worlds up in there. Okay. Oh, that's not an APC. Currently, we're just kind of on rails. Supposedly, this goes much more open-worldy later. I think for now, I'm going to keep to the road, and we'll just see what I can do. Well, I say keep to the road, but then I immediately see this area over here. And, like, don't actually know fully what I'm looking for. If I'm looking for anything specific, I'm just curious. Curiosity is going to lead me way off track. Because, yeah, I think I'm supposed to be following these chimes. If I can find the remaining ones. We have a lot of these paths here. Ooh, on a ruined building. Yeah, this is going to be a real problem. The one problem is we can't climb, and so that's going to mess with me. We're also kind of zoomy. I have just a bunch of these. Scorched Bell. A bronze bell marred with scorch marks and natural abrasion. Classified entry. Access denied. Okay. Another one of the weird unknown languages. Because, yeah, do I keep to the beaten path? Do I really wander the heck off? The problem with wandering the heck off is I don't have any level of, like, markers for where to go or what to do specifically. And so, like, if I go too far from the path, I'm not finding it again. Maybe. Ooh. My wife is making chana masala, and it smells heavenly. And, okay, this looks eerie. So they're dead. Ooh. That's kind of a neat outfit. Okay, we've got somebody here.
You found me. Epsilon 12, right? I can't see shit. I have blood in my eyes. You must have honed in on my distress beacon.
Who are you?
I'm Sifo 451, Epsilon 11. I got separated from my unit. They're still down there behind that door. We were on an SSC. We got jumped. I'm not sure how I got here. All I remember is hearing that door shutting behind me. I must have triggered something. We need the key to the APC. We need to get the fuck out of here.
Who has the APC key?
The sergeant has the key. He's inside with the team. The Sarge is easy to spot. He's the one with a dark red poncho. Shit. I'm hurt pretty bad. I need to stop the bleeding. Look, we have a med kit in the camp we set up in the woods west of here. We marked the trees to make it easier to navigate. Bring me the med kit, and I'll give you what you need to open the door.
marked the trees. Well, I think mostly I'm just going to wander around for a little while. Because I'm seeing lights here. So there's a lot of kind of context clues for paths to follow-ish. Oh, that looks marked. And yeah, a lot of fences. So it's not like that messy. Where to go? I do see a blue rock cairn. The problem is because I can't jump or climb, I see a bunch of these things, but I'm not necessarily going to be able to follow up on where they are. If you blockheads find the key, I bet you'll never find the treasure chest. The blue paint is harder to see than the red. Cadell treasure hint. Writing of a child seems to be a clue of some kind. Okay. Equipable items. Some items related to investigations or equipment can be equipped to your loadout for easy access. Can be swapped. Okay. So they want me to go that direction, but yeah, we're just gonna wander. It doesn't seem that aimless, at least at the moment. Maybe. A lot of big open paths at the very least. Oh, I guess I've looped back. So yeah, we have the generator. Here's the camp. So there's the med kit. A vial of a strange substance. An OMSIF report, field research. A bridge summary of events concerning a mysterious anomaly. So, survey report, Epsilon 11, estimated time since the anomaly collapse. 1,056 years based on resonant topology structure. Coincides with fifth cycle harmonics. Actions taken. Following items forwarded to facility ZC02 for further analysis. Complete imaging profile of site. Concentric pattern core samples extracted around anomaly locus and proximate flora samples. Okay, do we have anything else in the area? Another one of these mystery things. So I'm assuming going down into the ruin is where things get real freaky. Maybe. Probably. Looking around because... So we found the red rocks. Yeah, this is locked off. And so I might as well investigate them all the same. Rusted key. Okay. I can't... Oh, I can hop down. Well, seems like the guy's capable of taking a fall without too much issue. It does feel like this is going to be one of those games that actually does tax my sense of direction a little bit, which I like. I do feel like a lot of games do a very solid job of hand-holding extremely well, so that you don't get terribly lost ever. That it's easy enough to just follow waypoints or path markers and bird poop ledges and whatnot. Behold, my magnificent treasure of the magnificent treasure of the Cadell family belonged to our great-great-great-grandpa. P.S. Don't break it, you nitwits. Bracelet of Ecstasy, Wanton Destruction, Limbic Sphere Ecstasy, Damage Absorption 5%, Endurance bonus, Stamina Cost Reduction, while grievously wounded, reduce the stamina cost of all actions. What? That's, one hell of a name for a thing. Timmy, did you hide grandfather's apocalypse sword and out in the woods again? No. I do kind of love that. I'm gonna have to copy that a little bit for like tabletop RPG stuff of like giving players just ridiculously named items just for the hell of it. Wait, can I go faster? Yes, I can. I'm just in a searchy mood. That guy, he will be fine. Another one of these. I wonder if I learn this language and I can come back and check these things out. Hopefully. Heirloom necklace. Given to me by my mother when I was 5 years old. It was the last time I saw her. Made from an unknown material that's always cold to the touch. Doesn't fit here. It looks kind of more sword-ish. I wonder if this is fast travel or something, considering there's 3 slots. And then more of that strange symbolism. Even more. Sadly, you still can't do anything with it. I'm barely going to get anywhere in this video, am I? I'm just going to wander the heck around, be lost and confused. Fight a thing and be like, well, that's the end of the video. Can I just hop off? Yes. Oh, that does hurt me. I wasn't sure if I could take damage at this point. Well.
Oh, good. You got the medkit. Okay, see that ladder over there? Climb it to the top. Take this. You'll need it to open the door. You'll figure it out.
Ancient mechanism. Old dilapidated mechanism meant to open the door to the ruins in Sinedra Forest. Given to me by a wounded OM-SIF agent without any further instruction. Oh. They're listed as a known person, so maybe they don't die. I'm really curious about where this is going to go. Or is it removed? Maybe we don't have to worry about them anymore. Well, I guess fie on me for checking this out ahead of time. I just like exploring. At least means I don't have to look at it again. Oh. Okay, so we have the pickaxe. So, fire, eye, pickaxe. Oh, there's the door. Are you...
I knew you'd figure it out. Now get the APC key so we can get the hell out of here.
Oh, we can actually talk to him about stuff. Sure.
I knew you'd figure it. I've been to some fucked up places around the world. But this place redefines insanity. I heard that they're still fighting in some parts of the country. You'd think they would have a ceasefire by now or something. Man, you really have to hate someone to keep going like that. That's all smoke and mirrors. It's a pity they have no clue what part they played. They're guinea pigs. Who gives a shit? Rats in a maze, man. Rats in a maze.
Interesting. So he's kind of claiming that there's somebody pulling the strings and making this all happen-ish. But we also have these, like, semi-fantasy alien runes going on. So... like, whatever's going on with this place is a lot more than just a basic civil war. Which I like. I don't know. I think I would have checked out if it was just, like, another modern military shooter / like... whatever. Make it weird. I think that was actually one of my issues that I had with Metal Gear. I kind of wish Metal Gear had been in, like, a wholly unique alternate reality, now that I'm thinking about it. This is just, like, cages upon cages all over the place here. Like, we've stumbled upon a Franciscan... okay, save system. Should you be defeated in combat, you will return to the last save point. Okay. Upon defeat, your progress will be saved regardless, so you keep all of your data. Puzzles completed, enemies eliminated. Weapon progress and loot gathered. I wonder if you can respawn enemies manually then. Or not. SSE report, OMSIF Epsilon. Report detailing their findings upon arrival in the ruins. Found in the underground ruins of Sinedra Forest. Preliminary dust analysis determines the site has been completely sealed since at least 937 AD, coinciding with the height of the 5th Limbic invasion. Actions taken. Successfully unlock door mechanism to gain entry to the site. Preliminary exploration and securing of the first chambers. Collection and catalog of items list below. Installation of base camp equipment. Following items forwarded to facility JC02 for further analysis. Dust samples from each chamber. Drone imaging sweep of each chamber. 4 times iron tools for historical analysis. Iron shackles for historical analysis. 5 teeth from separate skeletal remains for DNA analysis. Actions plan. Unseal next doorway in the morning of January 23rd. Auditory cues reveal possible entity presence. Exercise. Are you yawning? You are yawning. Exercise extreme caution as entity contact lightly. Set up contingency evacuation plan. Okay, so it also seems like interacting with a manual save heals me. Welp, I don't think they survived. I also kind of love the protagonist. Not a lot of just like curly-haired, rough-shod looking guys. I mean, yeah, obviously another like, ooh.
Hey, you okay?
It's a topography demon. Oh, hell yeah.
What the fuck? Shit!
Oh, is the sergeant the red caped? No, that's not red. Can I play as her? Well, I guess I'm not playing as her. That's a shame. Okay, lock onto an enemy. So I got a right trigger for a thing. Oh, that's the drone. So X for a regular attack. New styling options available. Wait. We grabbed the sword. How have we suddenly also taken her, like, cape situation? Did I miss that? Well, I guess she's very dead. I was assuming we'd at least be able to talk to the injured woman, but no. No, she's just toast. Alright, so what else do we have around here? I do appreciate that it just kind of tosses you into it. Okay, so we 100% have to figure out the pattern for this one. So that means let's go find some context clues. So is she part of the squad, presumably? I don't know. Okay, right trigger up, flashlight on or off. Probably going to be a flashlight on kind of guy forever. Oh, can this translate now? First, the sinners are brought to the tower. Oh, and that's all it says. So, I guess if I really wanted to, I could run all the way back out. Well, no. This is just a singular dungeon, now that I'm thinking about it. Basic medkit small. Endurance restoration 2000. Instantly recover health. Alright. So down to use the currently equipped consumable item. I guess we might as well actually look into this. Okay, family reunion. Loadout. Active relic. Passive relic. Defensive gear. Because we have this, I might as well put it on. Usable items. Compass. Cadell treasure hunt, compass, or medkit small. I'll have to figure out how to specifically switch that. We can also... Can't take our hat off. Poncho, styling, active. Yes, we'll get more as we go along. Inventory. I like the fact that this is just the dude's tablet. And you can see his gross thumb. So we also have our drone. So we can put modules on it. And then good deeds. To interact with people. Mysteries. So we've already completed that one. Unknown time loop. Oh. And not unauthorized. Probably because we don't have access to it yet. Okay. So that's how I switch between. Pop this open and see what we've got. Well, we've got another one of these horrors. Got shards from it. I love the look of the enemies. They look extremely cool and freaky. And finally, the sinners shall fall into the fires of hell. Oh, okay. So the first is tower. The second is question mark. The final one is fire. It's context clues for the fancy golden door puzzle. The other door. I'm getting turned around in here. Okay, you're here. Endurance system. Combines two vital stats, health and stamina. It's represented by the green bar. Max health is equal to your total endurance. Max stamina is equal to your current health. As you receive hits from enemies, health will decrease, and it lowers your maximum stamina. Stamina recovers to your current health level. Health does not regenerate automatically. Okay. Then they will endure the climb through the twin-headed serpent. So tower, serpent, fire. Unless there's the fourth one that I've missed. Oh, this is a random ladder. I don't think so. Go back through here? Yeah, because that's the big room. Tower. Serpent. Fire. Well, there's the twin-headed serpent, the tower, and everything else. Once swallowed into the depths of the twin-headed serpent tier, the wretched Sabian vermin shall be excreted onto the flaying pits of the accursed Himolara fields. Cripes. These people really don't like the other faction in this country. So perform a sidestep, dodge attacks. Okay, here we go. It seems like the difficulty modification mostly just changes enemies' stats, so I don't take as much damage. Anything in here? Doesn't look like it, no. I'm getting kind of the Surge vibes from this. Not mechanically exactly. Though obviously they run into similar genres. Just in terms of the setting and also just being kind of alt-universe Earth-ish. That, like, really interesting take on Souls-like that may not hit in every aspect, but is unique enough to be worth looking into. Limbic capacitor small. Instantly gain limbic energy with wielded weapon, so probably experience. Single-use device slowly absorbs and stores limbic ambient energy. Instantly discharges all stored energy on contact with limbic material. So add glyphs. Okay, level 2 next level, limbic energy. So we can add glyphs to this later. So it looks like this weapon caps out at level 4. Combo damage hit. That's actually a lot of stuff. Limbic theft, guard protection. I appreciate it when the leveling system is tied to your gear and equipment. I do like it when I have just like tons of progression options. Just because I do feel like progression options are... Oh, hello. Progression options are a great way of doing soft difficulty curves. If you don't need them, you don't use them. If you need them, oh, they're there. A preserved journal belonging to a guard stationed at some kind of prisoner holding facility, found in the underground ruins of Sinedra Forest. I am filled with glee as they enter, row after row, shackled in bondage of their own making. Asterian, Jahanian, filthy cattle. Their stench is unbearable. How I wish my duty would take me to the spire, to hear their cries, to revel in their laments. They finally grasp the errors of their ways. Alas, my charge lies here. My queen requires it. Cytheris requires it. I am to shepherd the sinners as they await their final judgment on the spire. Or at the spire. Okay. It does really feel like there's something deeply messed up about the people here. And, you know, the whole, like, they've hated them forever. I never thought about why I hate them. Like, there's a very real possibility that like, these genealogical hatreds are born of, eons of mistreatment. Possibly on both sides, though. But you never know. I don't know. It's interesting to see. Okay, could go through that. This is one of those games that could have some really interesting approaches to world design and writing and tackling, like, I'm going to say harder topics if they want to. Bracers of Terror, Intimidating Bulwark. Limbic Sphere, Terror, Grade 1. Damage Absorption, Endurance bonus. Remaining undamaged will reduce the damage you take. Okay. Not really seeing much else here. Prison kind of reminds me of the prison in Demon Souls. Demon Souls was freaking good, man. I gotta go back and... oh, I don't know. I don't know if I'd ever play it again. I enjoyed playing it the one time, but it was definitely one of those where it's like, of all of the Souls-likes, it's probably my least favorite. It's got unparalleled ambiance and some really neat ideas, but it did not age that well. Because the manual save doesn't heal me. Healing Pulse. When you successfully hit an enemy, faint particles appear around you. When they coalesce in a solid ring, you can activate the Healing Pulse ability. Consume the particles and restore health equal to a percentage of the damage dealt by the hit. Trigger the particles. Oh. Can be accumulated exponentially over multiple hits, increasing the amount. So if I do like a 2 or a 3 hit combo. Oh, wrong button. Okay, I think I might have used it too early there. Because I mashed it before it coalesced proper. Okay, there's one there. Just want to make sure I don't get ganked from behind. Well, a charged hit seems to do great things to those guys. So it seemed like the soldiers knew what an entity was, so this must not be a wholly unique thing. This guy, on the other hand, seems much more, like, perturbed by them. Limbic capacitor small. So yeah, I could keep doing those, but I don't... Oh, Limbic, it's how I do my charge attack. So I can't do that again. Facing 2 enemies and fight in tandem can be challenging. Use drone's distractibility. Okay. Can I do another charge hit? I can. Grab another one of those. I like the idea of the drone distracting them. That's a fun aspect. Seems like it's got a long cooldown, though. Ooh. That's a freaky looking dude. Limbic twin axes. So, sphere neutral. Same levels across the board. Less guard protection, less limbic theft, higher parry agility and attack speed, and is a 5-hit combo. And we can equip a different weapon. Sure. I don't know how to swap weapons. Switch weapon. Now, is it just this guy? Sure. I know there's also parrying. I keep forgetting how to attack. Okay. Heirloom necklace. Can't imagine it's it. Yeah, it does not fit here. So we have to put 2 circular devices in these wheels. Manual save. You might have a bossy boss fight kind of thing. Some attacks can be parried by using guard at the right moment, just as the enemy changes color. When a parry depletes all of an enemy's stance, you can use riposte to do more damage. Oh, sir? Yeah, so I can block. There we go. Okay, that's a cool riposte. Oh, I should have healed off of that. I'm a goofus. It's fine. It's going to take a little bit to get used to that idea. Another limbic capacitor. Yeah, the axes have a fast parry window. So I'm probably going to stick to them. Okay. Now let's see what charge axe does. Well, that's fun. Anything else? No. Okay, we've got 2 of them. Are they going to actually approach, though? Vaguely. Well, one other option I have, instead of distracting, yeah, I don't see a lot of them changing color. So that'd be one that I'd have to, like, notice them changing color and try it. Ramhead Medallion Viridian. Viridian sheen covers this metallic medallion featuring a relief of a ram's head found in the underground ruins of Sinedra Forest. I wonder if we're eventually going to have to do multiple dungeons linked together. Is this just piles of... No, it's like rock and rubble. For a second I thought this was like piles of ossified bodies or something like that, and that would have been freaky. Cool, but also freaky. Not much for, like, strict level design at the moment. This very much, so far, has just been linear environs. Ooh. Some interactable environments can be used in combat. Oh, most can be interacted with in combat. Okay, this guy's... can be interacted with in combat, but not all of them. Alright, so we got that. Another one of these to scan. Oh, well, we found the sergeant. Let no prisoner be led beyond these walls unbound. From neck to ankle they must be shackled. And none may stride unburdened in the tower's shadow. His gaze shines upon our queen. So it definitely smacks of religious zealotry. That much is obvious. The question is, like, I mean, judging by the one guy... Okay, well... Oh, they do have the masks, so that other person was part of the squad. Drone bypass single, drone cooldowns minus. Reduce drone's activation cooldowns. I think that's just a use item, though. OM-SIF deployment order to investigate Sinedra Forest, recovered from a fallen sergeant in the trenches of Sinedra Forest. Deployment order... OM-SIF Epsilon 11, January 15th, 1993. So it seems like it's kind of an alternate Earth that follows at least some part of our own Earth's development. Year-wise, maybe. Subject, multiple suspected SSE. Target, Sinedra region, Southern Umbrahan. Objective, Standard Protocol Alpha. Locate and contain reported anomalies. Investigate origin of evolution of sites. Collect and catalog relevant materials. We also get the APC key. And we also get this. Dear Marco, how have you been, brother? Unit's been camping out in Sinedra after our big push. Cold as hell, let me tell ya. Feels good to get some rest, even if I'll likely lose a toe to frostbite out here. Hell, I got 9 more, right? I gotta tell you something, Marco. We found something while digging in the trenches. A big old door, sealed shut and proper old. Captain ordered us to pry it open. And that doesn't sit right with me. There are laws against this kind of thing. Remember how Grandpa used to give us hell when we tried climbing that old well near the lake? We aren't supposed to be disturbing heritage sites, even during a war. Captain lost his damned mind. Can't wait to hear from you. Your bro, Martin. We still haven't found the other key, though. Hopefully I didn't miss it. Well, I guess I'll just keep looking around. My dearest Martina, we trampled through the Sinedra Forest with the fury of King Aster. Pals never stood a chance. They died like dogs. I must have taken out at least a dozen of them, scrambling around like termites when the shells dropped. It was glorious. We found 3 Pal brothers cowering in a farmhouse. Pissed their pants as we took them out back. One of them was wearing a gold watch. Can you believe my luck? Sending it to you with this letter. Sell it and buy yourself something nice. So I'll return to you, sweet Martina. Once we killed every last one of them. Love, your Ruslan. Ouch. Well, I guess we can give that to the other guy. Good deed started. So bring that back to the man who lost his 3 sons. That sucks, but I mean... War sucks. Let's see. Anything else here? I should look into which studio made this in which country. Basic meal small, so heals probably. Recover stamina, reduce stamina cost temporarily. Basic meal consisting of dried and preserved goods distributed to civilians through ON humanitarian efforts. And another medkit. Does that mean I have more medkit? I do. I do love the active combat healing though. I think that's a really nice choice. Linked enemies. Often face 2 enemies linked together by an umbilical cord. It's known as a limbic entity and is made up of a hollow walker and a haze. To defeat the pair, you must kill the hollow walker, the humanoid. However, that cannot be damaged as long as the haze is present. Reducing the haze's health to 0 will cause it to retreat into the hollow walker, who will become enraged but vulnerable to your attacks. In this state, a hollow walker's limbic energy, represented by the white bar, cannot be produced and will gradually replenish. If it replenishes, it will return to a state of invulnerability. Oh boy. Okay, got it. And we heal. That wasn't bad. I actually was really worried that was going to be tricky, but I am playing on an easier difficulty. Alright, so now that we've taken out that dude, looks like there's more of these soldiers all over the place. Another datapad drone bypass. Anything else? Well, now that we're out of the trenches, we can actually wander around them. Because that's where I came out of, so that means I have this whole area. I see another monster here. Ow. I don't know if the axes are that good. But it seems to be working fine for me. And once again, it's certainly easier. Oh. There we go. It's certainly easier on this difficulty level. Ooh, axes leveled up and gained stats across the board. Okay, what else did we have around here? Because there's definitely some more things in these trenches. Yeah, it seems like I can kind of rip through a bunch of them. Other thing I can consider doing is actually use my healing ability a little bit more. Hopefully play around with some of the... Oh. Huh. Feels like the trenches were more claustrophobic the first time I was coming through. Okay. Yeah, because there was something here. That's where I took these guys out. Oh, there's a bunch of them in that center area. Sure. Yeah, this is what I was looking for. An advanced medkit. The trenches seem very World War I-ish, which is an interesting choice. I don't actually know what modern trenches look like. So, I guess I can't really speak to the state of them either way. Okay, basic medkit, small. Ah, here we go. Do a second level. Well, I guess we get a third level. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I think I'm going to play around with the parries a little bit more. Because it feels like, I don't know, I prefer parrying over dodging. Especially if it costs roughly the same stamina. I might take a hit, but healing is so plentiful that I might as well. Okay, so that's the save spot. Do we have anything else in this area? I truly do not know. No, it doesn't look like it. Just some extra fights. So, yeah, there might not be a way for me to go further down. There's more creatures that way, but I think we're locked off on progressing the other direction. Well, sure. Let's go this direction. Got another one of these guys. Spit out your orb. There we go. I was expecting, considering the one fight, that the orb enemies would be tougher. They are, but only marginally so. It's mostly just the fact that it's an enforced... It's an enforced double fight. But you can kind of chaos mode it. I might have to try a higher difficulty, can I? Lenient. Oh. I'm going to make them more aggressive with no death penalty. Let's see what it looks like where I don't take much damage. That's appreciated. Mainly, I want to see what it looks like. At the very least, I want the enemies to be as aggressive as they normally would be. Hey, there's the other Ram's Head Medallion. So, let's see. Ram Head Medallion. Estimated 9th century origin. Ram Head iconography matches twin depressions found near that door. Site Lambda 02. Existence of matching medallions suspected. Further analysis required. Okay. Well, they died before they could bring it back, but hey. We needed that to get in the door anyway. I was just wondering because a number of the enemies felt too passive to me that I could rip through them that quick. The answer is, yeah. That was overpowered, question mark. What is this? Whereas 4 cubes. Or, not 4 cubes, 2 cubes. There's 4 symbols, but really it's the same 2 symbols twice. I don't know, I saw 4 symbols and I was like, 4. But it looks like I can't do anything with that yet. Well, once again, wander off, see where we go. I do really appreciate that there are difficulty settings and options. It's one of those where, like, I don't know. Sometimes with Souls-likes I'm really down to be challenged. Other times I'm... kind of just along for the ride. There we go. It doesn't seem like it can parry all of them. Yeah, I was wondering why my special attacks were wiping them out completely. The answer is, yeah, I made them too weak. That felt better. Because I want the enemies to be just aggressive, I just don't want to take as much damage. So I'm not getting overwhelmed. Ow. Playing footsie with me. Ah. Wasted it. Time Loop Guardian was killed. Okay. Well, there's the tower that we spotted earlier. Which is interesting, but let's go the other direction for a little bit. I also really do adore the idea that, like, even if you die, the enemies that you kill stay dead. Not to say that, like, the Souls-like method of enemies constantly respawning is bad, but it does mean that I can kind of just, like, go. And not have to worry about wasting my time on, like, oh yeah, there was an enemy there. I am curious to see how Souls-like-ish gameplay mechanics synergize with a more open world flair. You know, so far things have been pretty closed world. but on a more longer term scale. Oh, is this back to where we... Oh, this is back to where we were. The trees that were blocking the way have opened up. I'm betting that soldier is now quite dead. Oh, yeah. Oh. Not only is he dead, it actually looks like the route in that I originally took is gone. That it's been blocked off completely. Well, I can unlock the APC at the very least. So what can I do in the APC? Oh, that's interesting. So we have a nav computer. We have a data pad. We have exit. So not much I can do here. Seems like data pad is the standard stuff. Okay. So unless there's more, I think we just exit the APC. Let's go find that old man and give him the watch back. Anything else around here? Seeing like a gateway. It doesn't look like this one opens. It is very funny to me that I have axes capable of, like, hewing through monsters, but there's the possibility that my character is going to, be unable to hack through, like, a basic lock with them. Aha. So the monsters have come back again. Come on, sir. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Oh, does that mean... No, the cow. Oh, hey. This is not here. Decoded orders. AAF communique. Detailing objectives in the Battle of Sinedra Forest. So, establish command post, target farmhouse. Clear and occupy, minimal resistance expected. Set up comms to uplink is priority. Let's see. Yeah, it doesn't seem like there's too much. Yeah, so I don't think I had access to that earlier. Look, I just want to know, is the cow all right? It's there. It's fine. That's a good cow. It looks like whatever the monsters are, they haven't returned to this area. Okay, trade.
Thank you for bringing this watch back to me. It belonged to Otis, my eldest. My father gave it to me, and I gave it to Otis. I'll give it to Atticus if he ever comes home.
Let's see, does he have anything else to say?
You startled me. I thought you were one of those soldiers. It's not a bad idea to dress up like one of them. Listen, I hope you find whatever you're looking for in Joa. You seem to have a purpose. Sadly, Hadia will suck it dry. Antiar, the two-headed serpent, released his demons invoked by the sins and destructive passions of humankind. And our Lord Setharus gouged out his eye, gifting his followers with protection. And so the eye of God gazed upon his believers, freeing them of sin and destructive passions. I believe they are the same as the demons described in the holy passages of the Kada. They appeared about 3 weeks ago. I've been praying in my cellar ever since.
What do you know about the tower?
If I were you, I would avoid that place. I forbade my sons to even go near it. The tower is haunted and cursed. I know it sounds silly, but it happens to be true.
Okay, well, let's go check out this haunted and cursed tower. And then probably leave it there. I actually really like this game. You know, whenever I load up a new Souls-like, there's always the question of, like, is it actually going to be good? Is the cow going to die and you're going to be sad about it? So far, cow is alive, not sad about it. It's just nice to have a cow hanging out, you know. Anyway, so many Souls-likes just feel like Dark Souls again, but worse. Oh, you weren't here previously. Okay, so some enemies spawn. They don't despawn. Or I just ran past them and didn't notice, which is entirely possible. Let's see. Looks like that's pretty much it for everything. Oh, let's go put in the 2 keys as well. Because I'm enjoying this a lot. I think it's really neat. I love the setting. Even though it's set in quote-unquote modern times, it's modern times for a world that I do not belong to, and that makes it interesting. Even though there's definitely... Oh. Travel to APC. Oh, that's nice. Even though it's very analogous to Earth and feels very similar in a lot of ways, it's still its own universe and world and idea here. And so that makes for a much more appealing sense of, like, lore and discovery, because not only am I exploring this weird part of the world that might possibly have something interesting going on. Okay, we've got the save point, but no, this still isn't it. It's this one. Okay, here we go. But yeah, it lets me discover quite a lot about this game. Not just like, oh, this is weird fictional Earth. Didn't get it on the parry. Yeah, unfortunately, you can only parry them when they're doing the color shift. So it limits what you can do a little, but that's fine. Decree of Queen Harbour. For far too long we have suffered those whose sinful hearts begat calamity after calamity upon us. Illegible. Let this grand edifice stand as a testament to our righteousness, a shining beacon in the sea of immortality. A reminder to all that none escapes his gaze. Here we purge heresy. Here we purify the kingdom. Here we reclaim our faith. And we also get a glyph, which can be input. Okay, so this can be equipped. Use mechanic tap. Lock on required no. In a terrifying burst, you recoil backwards, leaving nearby limbic enemies stunned and gripped with fear. Interesting. So an active ability, which we did not have up until now. Oh, it's a glyph. So a glyph would actually go on the weapon. Upgrade this weapon to get more limbic slots. Oh. I see. So level 1, grade 1. So you can keep upgrading them. I just don't know how. Well, let's leave that alone for now then. But yeah, so not only do we have the world as it currently is, the world as it was 1,000 years ago, that presumably brought about whatever this current calamity is, kind of, sort of. But then the world, well, yeah, then there's kind of otherworldliness and how that ties into everything. And that's exciting to me. it makes for a much more compelling read, and I can look past the fact that it's set in quote-unquote a modern era because it's not my modern era. I'm gonna beat that dead horse a little bit just because it's neat. I don't see a whole lot of games do this, and it's fun to see that within kind of fantasy as well, you know, learning about the world as you go along or learning about the world as it was. But I feel like a lot of games don't do a very good job of that. Like, Final Fantasy 16 is probably a good example of this, where I was kind of hoping the monster corpses would stick around, just as kind of markers for where I've been. Alas. But Final Fantasy 16 had kind of the world before, and you kind of learn little bits about it. It's got, like... Okay, so there's one. Okay. Oh, this one's pre-injured for some reason. Makes this easy. Doing his dumb footsie thing. They actually die weirdly fast. Even with the difficulty turned back up again. Hey, works for me. I was thinking the Limbic enemies would actually be, like, tougher bosses, but no, they're more mid-boss at best. What do we have here? Glyph Animosity. Rage. Use mechanic tap. Lock on required, yes. Pure hatred manifests into a lasso that ensnares a target limbic entity, eventually pulling it back into melee range and stunning it in the process. Neat. Yeah, what was I going to say? Oh, Final Fantasy 16 had just like a little bit of lore for the world before it, you know, when airships were real and the magic people tried to become, you know, or were the kings, and then they got dethroned as part of the process, but then also maybe got destroyed by the weird gods. Well, item does not fit here. Okay, so there's something else that goes into this. I just don't know what. The gilded gateway to the august passage of Her Majesty the Queen and her stately procession. Oh, how much do you want to bet they did dark rituals with all the people they were killing to become immortal and became the weird limbic entities instead? Behold the towering ire of infidels, the Archispire, the vast maw that swallows the loathsome Sabian worms into their rightful doom. Yeah, how much do you want to bet there were... The two warring factions now were ritualistically sacrificing each other 1,000 years ago, and that's why everybody hates each other. I mean, almost guaranteed. So unless there's another key, I'm assuming I have to find it elsewhere. Which means now I have no idea where I'm going. I guess let's go back to the APC and see where it tells me I can travel. Because it seems like this is a place that I'm going to go back to, obviously with the tower that I still have to unlock, and the one rune structure here on the left. But that this area is otherwise clear. So maybe they're not doing a full open world thing, it's a series of smaller open worlds that you can kind of freely explore, but you don't have to worry about map markers or anything like that. That's good, mostly. I think I'd still love to be able to refer to a map. Like, if there was just a basic topographical map that my character fills in, but you only fill it in the APC and you can't bring it with you, that wouldn't be a bad idea. Maybe. I like it how the drone has little bird legs. Okay, so navigation computer. Ah, so we're in Sinedra Forest. We can go to the Arca Marshes. GPS coordinates for the new area of Hadia. Zone's village of Jova. I'm assuming later levels are going to be a lot larger than the one I just did. But it's fine. Yeah, this is what I was looking for. So the devs for this are in Montreal. At least, that's what I could find on Road Factor. They made the Mordheim and Necromunda games. It was Necromunda Hive Wars. And I guess this has been their big project for the last couple of years, which is... Honestly, I'm all for it. I kind of wonder if it was one of those that they managed to get the funding for this after the success of, like, my assumption, Control. That a lot of big publishers are still looking for kind of that art house AA flair. Now that, you know, AAA games have kind of become unsustainably expensive, and so especially for like single player story games, but a slightly lower budget AA experience that is functionally on par with AAA, but it does something weird and notable. I'm assuming that's kind of what led to the creation of this one, and it has me excited. I mean, I really like what I saw at the beginning. I love the enemy designs. I enjoy the exploration, and once again, the lore is fascinating, even from the first hour I've seen. No idea how it's going to hold up long term, but as far as Souls-likes goes, this is actually one of the ones that I'm most interested in playing more of at some point. My schedule is a nightmare. Someday I will play through a hell of a lot of Souls-likes, but I don't know. I have to like insist, like, no, I'm going to spend just a whole month beating Hell Is Us and then move on to Lies of P and then the Surge and what other things I can get.
Epsilon 11. Epsilon 11, sound off. Why are you in Akasa Marshes? Who ordered you? Where are my men?
They're gone. The creatures got the better of them.
Abandon the vehicle and walk away. You have my word, no harm will come to you.
How about I give it back when I no longer need it?
I would advise against it.
It's just too convenient.
You have no idea who you've stolen from. Choose your next move wisely.
Is the voice actor for the main guy, is that the voice actor for Adam Jensen? It sounds like it, but I have no idea how I could check. Because I don't know if they've released anything talking about the voice actors. They probably have. Tells us full cast and crew. Yeah, I'm just going to look this up while we are here. Okay, Elias Tufexis. Okay. God, I hate looking at IMDb nowadays. So, yeah, no? Oh, maybe. He was in The Expanse. Yeah, he was in The Expanse in Star Trek Discovery. Okay, so he's done the voice acting for Assassin's Creed Deus Ex. Oh, so it is him, maybe. Yeah. Yeah, so we've got so the voice actor for Renee here. I don't actually know if they ever say his... Oh, you can't go back. I don't think they ever say his name, or at least they haven't yet, unless it was in the intro and I missed it. But yeah, the voice actor for Adam Jensen. That's good. I remember hearing that he's had issues finding roles because he was so iconic in Deus Ex that nobody wanted to sign him on as like anybody else because he's just the Deus Ex guy. But it's been long enough, and also he was fine in Deus Ex. I don't think he was like so singularly tied to that you couldn't separate him out as anything else. But yeah, just nice to see him in a role again. So it seems like his career has been broader than just Deus Ex. Anywho, we're going to run through this a little bit, but I'm probably going to end fairly soon. Hello. That's a person?
Why? Why is this happening? Camille. Oh, my baby. Anna, my baby girl. We got separated during the evacuation in Tulsa. The screaming, the panic, the smoke, pure chaos. I lost them in the crowd. I finally traced them back to Jova, but I'm too late. I'm too late. Oh, Camille, forgive me. I'm too late. Without one of their belongings, I can't even give them a proper Palamist burial. Why? We got...
Okay, so I'll have to find an item to give it to them. I do really like the fact that you have a good deed tracker. I don't even know if it actually does anything. Presumably it does somewhere along the way. But just having a game that is just like fully upfront about it of like, yeah, just do good deeds for people. Why not? Sabidian territory. So I wonder if I'm going to have to fight actual humans. Probably not. I mean, looking at this, I see a helicopter. I see a big spiky dome that is creepy looking. I'm seeing a number of critters, tanks, and other things. And there's the rest of the town. This is freaking cool. I can't wait to play more of this. But for now, I'm going to leave it here. But I might as well mention once again that Hell is Us is available now on Steam if you want to buy into the advanced access. Or you can wait a day and it'll actually be officially out. I don't think there's really much of a difference. Which really does make me wonder what the hell is the point of Steam Advanced Access. The release date was 3 days or a couple days ago, and they're just, I don't know. I don't get it. Honestly, there's literally no difference between Advanced Access and just buying the game. So, question mark. I guess maybe it's one of those where for Steam it lets people kind of pre-cook release numbers or review numbers and reviews. So when it officially launches and shows up on Steam, then it has, oh, you know what, that's exactly it. So I don't think Hell is Us shows up on the Steam page right now, like the homepage, but when it does, it's going to launch to a ton of extra reviews, and they're positive or negative or whatever. Also gives the devs chances to fix things before the game is officially launched, before everybody notices it, and goes from there. I get it now. I understand, maybe. I'm assuming that's the logic. If anybody else knows further what advanced access is for, I'm actually all ears. But for now at least, yeah, it's out. If you want to pick it up and play it yourselves, just follow the link in the description below. I think it's going to be available on other platforms too, but I do not know which ones. Presumably Xbox and PlayStation 5 very much seems kind of built for those. Oh, he do a jump? Yeah, see, I really want them to do, like, 2 red attacks back-to-back so I can do a parry and get him with a cool hit, but alas. Anyway, I guess if you like this video in any way, shape, or form, leave me a like. Losing my voice here. Leave me a like, it helps more than you know, and if you want to see more rad new games every single day, then hit subscribe, because I got tons to check out and show off. But for now, thank you all so much for watching. Oh no. Oh no. Don't read the note when the Swamp Angels are coming for you. I didn't actually get the heal. There we go. And yeah, these guys barely have a parry animation. That actually didn't do that much damage. Guess it didn't need to. Anyway, yeah, like, comment, subscribe. I don't know where I was at in that outro, but it's fine. Anyway, I guess with all of that said, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you next time.